YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm here to give you my WWE Draft 2021 predictions because I am going to predict who is going to Raw and who's going to SmackDown based on what's going on and things. So, without further ado, we're going to get started with Raw. And so, before I get started, let me just talk about people who did sign a new contract and everything. Because everybody I'm going to mention who has new contracts. So, back here, who, oh my God. Let me see. So, everybody who has new contracts. So if you remember earlier in the year, we had Mandy Rose and Dana Brooks who was signed to was traded from SmackDown to Raw. So I feel like Dana Brooks is one person that probably won't get drafted right now. But if you know, Mandy was recently drafted to NXT. So just to clarify some stuff up right quick. So I think Dana Brooks will stay on Raw. So yeah, the second thing is Randy Orton might be staying on Raw because he has signed a newer contract back in April. So yeah, so I believe he's going to be staying on Raw. I don't think Roman Reigns will be going to Raw due to his new contract and thing, his new contract, and I think he might be staying on SmackDown. So yeah. Now recently, Naomi was drafted to SmackDown the beginning of August. We found that out in August. So yeah. So those are the ones I feel that who has new contracts. There's several others. These are the only ones I can think of. But yeah. So if you think you know who has new contracts and might not be drafted, comment below. So let's get started of the ones who might get drafted. So where I have my top 20 and my wild card. So we're gonna start with my top 20 coming off. So we're gonna start with SmackDown. Um well, SmackDown will have only the top 19. Top 19. Let's just say it. Raw will only have 19. So let's get started. So coming in at number 19 will be Mansoor. I think Mansoor, yeah, I think he will stay on Raw. So that's just my prediction right there. Coming in at number 18 will be Happy Corbin, aka Baron Corbin. I think he will be going back to to Raw. I think Robert Roode, number 17, Robert Roode will be going to Raw. Otis, I believe he will also be going to Raw. Now, I believe Apollo Crews, along with his Colonel General Aziz, will also be going to Raw. I believe Dawkins and Montez Ford both will be, that's 14 and 13. I really believe that they will be going back to Raw as well. I believe Rey Mysterio and Dominic will also be going to Raw. I believe Becky Lynch will be going back, will be going to Raw. I believe Carmella is number 8, will be going to Raw. And we're getting in the top 7, and that would be King Nakamura. I really believe he will be going to Raw. Liv, Seth Rollins, I believe he will be going to Raw. And I believe Liv Morgan will be going to Raw. and the recently crowned WWE champion Big E. I believe he will be going to Raw because he probably just got a new contract and he probably was drafted already back to Raw since he just won the WWE Championship. So yes. Number three, Bianca. I believe Bianca will be drafted to Raw. My number two would be Kazara. I believe Kazara will be drafted to Raw. And my number one pick would be Sasha Banks. And we haven't seen Sasha Banks for so many months. And I think Sasha Banks, out of all of these, the ones that I did pick, I think Sasha, Bianca, Big E, and Liv Morgan. Those are the ones I really believe probably will go to Raw. But like I said, these are my top 19 picks. So let me just get on to my wild card picks for Raw. My wild card is Dolph Ziggler, Dakota Kai, and Mufasa Ali. I really believe Mufasa Ali will stay on Raw, but I will list everybody who I am, who my predictions down below. And for SmackDown, we have our top 20 for SmackDown. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our number 20 is Almost. So yes, we got Almost. We got Mace, John Morrison. That was 20 and 19 and 18. Coming in at number 17 is a duo. We have Bobby Leslie and MVP at number 17 and 16. Coming in at number 15 is Charlotte Flair. Coming in at number 14, Roderick Stone. Number 13, Xia Li. Number 12 is Sheamus. Number 11 is Doudrop. And number 10 is Damian Priest. Number 9 is Alex Bliss. And number 8 is AJ Styles. Now we're going to get in our top 7. And I want y'all to pay close attention to the top 7. Okay, coming in at number 7 is Drew McIntyre. Coming in at number 6 will be R-Truth. Number 5, Keith Lee. Rhea Ripley at number 4. Number 3 is Ricochet. And number 2 is Ember Moon. And number 1 is Shelton Benjamin. Now, out of and before I let me give y'all my wild cards. My wild cards are Angel Garza, Cedric Alexander, Roberto Carrillo, Nia Jax, Veer, 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 and my top picks, I really believe that will be going to SmackDown will have to be, I will have to say Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo. And I'm going to come back at a later date and I'm going to do a video about them too. So, yeah. So, them, I believe Bobby Leslie and MVP, that's my top 2 picks right now that might be going to SmackDown. Okay. Alex Bliss, AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, and Keith Lee. Those are my top picks for SmackDown. Now, I haven't, I will come back at a later date and talk about NXT stars that I feel might be drafted to the main roster. So, y'all, let me hear what y'all have to say. And like I said, I will leave the list of superstars, my SmackDown list, and my Raw list, and my wild cards who I think will be drafted and everything. So, y'all, I want to hear from y'all. Who is y'all draft picks for Raw and SmackDown, and who do you think might be drafted up to the main roster during the draft? All right, until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.